Hi there folks, my name is NovaWrap and welcome to the NovaWrap, your one-stop location for your simulation release news and goings on from the week that was. So here we are for another exciting episode on Sunday the 4th of August 2019, and we're going to start with something that I forgot from last week. Thank you very much to my viewers who pointed out that I did manage to forget from my notes the release last week of from Just Flight for Aerofly FS2 of their Cessna 152. Now, this is the same Cessna 152 that we've seen from Just Flight a couple of times. So we saw it on F6 and on the ESP platforms and FS6 and Prepared. We also saw it come across on X-Plane 11, which I did a review for, and now we've of course seen it come across onto Aerofly FS2. Now, this one's been produced from the in-house development team of Just Flight, in partnership with Prop Air Flight to bring it across over to under Aerofly FS2. Overall, it's looking pretty good from the video here and the screenshots that I've seen. So it's definitely sort of leveraging off the beautiful high detail textures that you've got through the sim platform, and bring across the leveraging off the flight model that they've had a great experience with now. So of course the Cessna 152 has been created from actual real hands-on experience with a UK based aircraft. Now this particular, the Aerofly FS2 one, comes with 8 color schemes in full beautiful 4K HD, a true accurate 3D virtual cockpit model, as well as a fully functional IFR capable avionics fit. I will be honest, I question that because of the issues that I know that Aerofly FS2 has in terms of doing things like GPS navs and stuff like that. So I question that. I definitely do. Otherwise, though, as I said, just from my little run with the Duchess, I definitely think that and from the X-Plane 11 version, if Aerofly FS2 is your sim of choice, this may be one that you want to bring across onto it. That's for sure. If you enjoy your single engine prop aircraft with a bit of touring. Otherwise, as I said, pretty standard contact, high, accurate 3D model that we've seen before, internally and externally. HD textures inside and out. Ground equipment has been included with this one, including chocks and tie downs, as long as you've got the aircraft with your parking brake on and engine shut down. Beautiful high definition, high resolution textures for internally and externally, including cockpit features internally, including feature based wear and tear based on reference photos from the real aircraft. Again, as I said, it claims to have a fully functional KMA-20 audio unit, GNS 430 GPS unit, RT359A transponder unit, and ADF 300 unit. Full control lock and removable ignition key for an immersive startup experience. So, as I said, I'm not going to go against this one because I don't have a copy of this one to review at this time, but it's just interesting that, just from my experience, I just know that it's a limitation of the sim in terms of the IFR avionics fit. So how well that's come across is a bit of a question for me. And again, as I said, although I know that it does come with a authentic sound set, there is some issues with tying it together with Aerofly FS2. So probably be cautious of that one. Otherwise, if you are wanting to bring this one across, you are looking at paying at $42 US or your original equivalent, available now from Just Flight. Alright, moving into release news for this week and moving into the world of X-Plane 11 with the guys from Tabaret coming out with their latest cityscape with their redoing of Brussels for XP. So this combines a whole slew of photoreal textures and custom ortho photos for the city of Brussels and the surrounding area. Includes implementation of photorealistic ground textures, a full slew of autogen to actually suit and custom full slew of autogen custom hand placed and where they should be. Also includes custom models for a variety of scenery, and a variety of landmark objects, including the town hall, Tuamidi, TBRT Tower, the Galaxy, the Finance Tower, and various other items that are unique to Brussels. So all this has been modeled in beautiful, highly accurate detail, available now for X-Plane 11, coming in at $18 US or your original equivalent, available now from Sim Market. Continuing on with other releases for X-Plane 11, Vertical Sim Studios. Well, sort of previously, so they've changed their name. So I know them as Vertical Simulations, but they've sort of they've contracted that and waxed studios on the back end of it. There's obviously a bit of a rebranding exercise. So as part of that, they've performed a reboot of their Corpus Christi International Airport for X-Plane 11. Now, this one is a HD reboot. As far as I can tell, there's been no update to the layout of the field because they didn't release it that long ago, so it's still fairly accurate. What essentially it does do now is that it includes all the major buildings have been redone. Sorry, all buildings have been redone in HD textures, so 2K and above. They've redone their ambient occlusion. They've updated their ground textures to be HD versions with full implementation of X-Plane 11's native PBR. They've also updated some terminal textures to be more in line with how the aircraft looks, the airport looks now, and have updated the night lighting as well. So as far as I'm aware, this is a free update for anybody who already owns the original release of Corpus Christi. If you are a new user, though, you're looking at picking up this one up from the Vertical Sim Studios website for $17 or your regional equivalent available now. Continuing on with X-Plane 11 releases, the guys over at Orbix have come out with their latest release, and that is port over from the ESP World with Compton Abbas Airport has been made its way over onto, airfield has made its way over onto X-Plane. So this is a grass runway airport which is serving the GA community and is a very popular GA destination airport, and apparently it has the moniker of being the most friendly VFR airfield in the south of England. Which was something that's kind of cool that I learned during the research for this episode. Not really much to report. As I said, this has been a stalwart of Orbix's England scenery for a number of years for the ESP platforms. So it's great to see it's made its way over onto X-Plane 11. It's designed to blend in with Orbix's True Earth GB South. However, it can operate without it. Does not require it, and uses a combination of photoreal ortho photos, varying resolution from 15 to 60 centimeter per pixel for the airport and surrounding area, as well as a slew of custom modeling, including the airport cafe, all done and available now. Coming in for about $17 or your original equivalent, available now from Orbix. Rounding out the X-Plane 11 releases, saw a couple of really high-quality freeware releases this week. So the first one comes to us from FlyX Simulations. Now, these guys have been around a while, and I'll be actually honest, considering the quality of this that I'm looking at, I'm surprised it came out for free. So this is their rendition of Lanzarote Airport. Now, for me, funnily enough, I am eyeing off, there's been a few versions of Lanzarote pop out over the last 6 months, which have been interesting for me, because there's an Ironman race there that I would really like to do at some point in a few years' time, because it has the moniker of being the hardest Ironman on the global circuit. So of course that means that it's on the list. Anyway, moving on. So it's been interesting to pop up, see quite a few renditions of that one. So Lanzarote is it's a mainstay of the Canary Islands, and is services a lot of tourists come by enjoying the perennial sunshine thanks to its location in the Atlantic. So year-round sunshine, warm weather, so it attracts many people for coming in, and a variety of providers, including your mainstay carriers, as well as your budget jets, including EasyJet, Ryanair, TY, and more coming through the airport. So this is a freeware airport, as I said, but comes through with beautiful high-definition buildings and airport layout as it appears at the end of 2018. You've got a slew of features, including detailed interior and external modeling of all of the terminal buildings, full implementation of PBR both on the buildings and on the ground poly as well, with a slew of custom 3D objects and animated traffic, both land and airside, and has been modeled and put into this as well to give you a bit more immersion experience. Also includes accurate night lighting and buildings around the airport for even more immersion as well. So there's a slew of features. This one, as I said, outstanding looking quality for something available free. This one's available from the FlyX Simulations website. You can choose to donate if you wish to support the developers at all. Otherwise, as I said, this one's available free, available now. And the second freeware release for X-Plane 11 that I want to highlight this week is the release of Louisville's Muhammad Ali International Airport. This is being released by developer. I personally love how they did this. They called themselves $0 Payware. Which just is an awesome just name for a developer. That's just cool. Can I just get that out of the way? Anyway, so Louisville Airport is the largest cargo hub, one of the largest cargo hubs in the United States, with huge volume of traffic coming through. And also being a hub for Republic Airways as well. So this comes through a slew of features, including a full implementation of blending of ortho photos of the airport and surrounding area, full set of custom taxiways and runways in high definition texturing as well, full set of airport custom HD buildings done to the airport as it laid out at the end of 2018, full implementation of a range of SAM jetways, marshalers and docking systems, and fully accurate and fully compatible with World Traffic 3 and AI areas AI traffic options as well. So as I said, this one's available for the grand total of free, available via the xplane.org forums. The link will be in the description down below. Available now. Moving out of X-Plane 11, moving into the ESP platforms. Though almost all of these releases are prepared for exclusive releases this week. I think we're going to be I think we've come to the end. I think the 32-bit sims are definitely coming to the end of their golden age is long past, and I think we are going to be seeing less and less stuff that's compatible with them for now moving on. So starting with a prepared v4 exclusive release, we saw the release of El Eden International Airport from the developer Colsimmers, which is a Colombian-based developer, focusing, funnily enough, on Colombian airports. The El Eden is a airport about 200 kilometers west of the capital Bogota, in the city of Armenia. The airport is it's not huge, both in terms of what the scenery is delivered and also in terms of its real life version as well. Fairly basic, and in terms of development, not a lot has really. There's not really a lot went into this one. Like literally, the developer didn't put squat into what was in the features list. What I can tell, single runway ops. The ground poly looks pretty good. The texturing of the buildings and the accuracy of the buildings look pretty good as well. The airport hasn't changed for a number of years, so I don't think we'll be seeing anything about that. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much about it. But I have to say that it's a very reasonably priced one as well. Looking at about $18 available now from Sim Market if you do want to add it to your Colombian experience. Moving on with another release for Prepared V4 exclusive, and this time the Grand Island Sim have released their rendition of St. John's International Airport. So this is a Canadian airport up in the north of the country, and it comes through as part of a. And this is an interesting one. This is one like one that Aerosoft did not so long ago. The name of the airport escapes me now. Where this one's modeled not as the airport appears right now, but actually how the airport is going to appear in a couple of years' time. So bear with me on this one. So basically, the airport right now is a mess. Like it's undergoing a huge overhaul at the moment, a huge update, adding in new terminals to come through. So it's actually designed for opening in 2021. The airport is surprisingly fairly small though, as sort of serving the eastern coast of Canada. There are a couple of airlines that do fly some narrow bodies across the pond to Europe, just simply for its location. But otherwise, it's fairly out of the way, fairly small. It's a former military base, hence its sort of typical triangular design. And as I said, it's got a fairly interesting sort of history to it in Newfoundland, but as I said, otherwise not a lot for there. It is, however, a home to a bit of GA and helicopter traffic, which has all been included as well. So it does also, so in terms of the model, it's got implemented a range of photoreal scenery, with custom working of that, as I said, because the airport is how it appears in 2021. The terminal buildings include terminal interiors as well as externals as well, updated ground charts and updated approach charts as they are planned to be implemented once 2021 comes around, as well as implemented a winter seasonal textures, including winter here as well for the apron and taxiways as well. Otherwise, HD textures throughout and leveraging off Prepared's PBR texturing as well. So if you wanted to add this one to your collection, coming in at $30 US, or the original equivalent, available now from Sim Markets. Now, continuing on with other releases, this time for the extended ESP family, all the way through from FSX all the way through to Prepared V4. So we're looking at Tropical Sim have released their rendition of Buenos Aires International Airport. So BA is a fairly... so Tropical Sim just do South America and the Caribbean. They do it really, really well. Like they just do. And it's very interesting. This one is the airport itself is about 20 km south of Buenos Aires, capital of Argentina. And the first civilian flight to service the airport was actually a service from London and Heathrow in 1946, which is kind of interesting there anyway. It was the largest airport for many, many years in South America, now being overtaken by other ones at the moment. But otherwise, it's got an interesting history there. As is going through the history in terms of a variety of airlines serve it at the moment, both international and domestic, as also being a very important cargo hub as well. Now, in terms of feature list, it's pretty long, this one. So as I said, it's a highly detailed rendition of the airport as it appears at the end of 2018. Now, includes, not only does it include the airport, it includes the surrounding area as well. You can actually get over 100 square kilometers of photoreal scenery are included for the airport and the surrounding areas, with full custom autogen has been implemented for the surrounding areas, hand plates in many parts. Also includes a range of custom buildings for and custom landmarks for the approach areas of coach corridors as well. Includes the updated Aerolíneas Argentinas Hangar 5 complex and the updated recently constructed control tower as well. A range of sort of specular maps with all the glass terminals. No internal modeling of the terminal buildings, though it does have semi-transparent glass on the jetways and full implementation of night illumination and SOD animated jetways as well. So looking pretty cool. There's a few sort of interesting things there. Sorry, and not only is it the ESP version as well, it also supports FS9. So yeah, that's a hark back. I actually thought Tropical Sim had made a statement they were dropping FS9 support. Turns out I was wrong, but there you go. Anyway. So if you are wanting to add this one to your collection, you are looking at paying a $23 US, or your original equivalent, available now from Sim Markets. Moving out of the ESP world now, moving into the world of DCS. A new campaign launched this week. A new campaign for the Messerschmitt BF109 K4 Jagged Flyer campaign. So this is it's an interesting campaign, this one. So this is, in its own words, it's a semi-historical mission pack focusing on JG226 from March to July 1944. So it's got a variety of missions, everything from bomber intercept to airfield sort of airfield protection missions, from the roaming P-51 Mustang patrols that would sort of go ahead of the bombers, all the way through to supporting ground operations as the German Wehrmacht was sort of retreating from the beaches in Normandy. It's pretty cool, pretty interesting. As I said, it's semi-historical, so it is not exactly representative of any one individual or any one set of missions, but they are all missions, or they are close to those that were performed by JG26 during that period. It's a very eventful period of the Second World War with that one as well. You get an array of missions included as well, everything from free hunt, intercept, bomber escort, and ground attack are all included as well, with a range of historically accurate custom liveries for the aircraft, and a variety of other custom audios are included as well. So if you're wanting to add that experience, you can do that now. You can purchase that one from the DCS eStore, coming in at $10 US, or your original equivalent, available now from DCS World. Oh, I should also note, As usual, it is not available on Steam. It is only available for non-Steam users. If you're a Steam user, I'm guessing you're probably going to have to wait another couple of weeks before it's going to be available on Steam. See my previous rants about that. Not going to get into this one now. As I said, available now for non-Steam users, available for $10 from the DCS Combat Store, available now. Moving into aviation of a different flavor. So I totally almost didn't report on this, but it's still kind of simming. Kind of. Ugh. Anyway, okay. So this, ironically, this is called Pilot Sports, and to be honest, I looked at this and went, "Has somebody reinvented the Wii?" For those who might be too young to remember the Nintendo Wii craze from about probably 15 years ago. Jesus Christ, am I that old? Anyway, basically, this is a wonderful multiplayer arcade sort of simulation going through various different course maps and doing various different things where you can sort of fly everything from rocket packs to hang gliders to Red Bull-esque sort of aerobatic airplanes to what looks like something supposed to be a pit special, to parachuting, free diving, all sorts of random stuff. 7 different flying vehicles, 7 different challenge types, and a variety of free courses. So free flight courses. So it's kind of interesting, kind of cool. The reason why I put this out here is that titles like this are how we capture the imagination of the next generation of aviators, those virtual and real ones. So that's why I kind of throw this one in here. Anyway, if you are wanting to add this one into your experience, this one's available currently on Steam, coming in at $20 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. Moving from that into a slightly more I was about to say realistic, I don't know if it really is, but anyway, Ace Combat 7 came out with their latest piece of DLC this week, which was their ADFX01 Morgan set. So, this continues on their current sort of range of add-ons, and also is a part of the Season Pass. So if you previously purchased the Ace Combat 7 with Season Pass, you get this automatically for free. This includes an additional aircraft, the ADFX-01 Morgan, which is basically a large experimental multi-role fighter, along with its various weapons. You get a new special weapon in this one, which is the multi-use airburst missiles. I believe this one is. So it's the new special weapons available for it. It was one. You can also arm it with lasers and something else as well. Yeah, it looks overpowered, to be honest. It looks way overpowered. Anyway, you also get some additional aircraft skins. You get one for the Su-30, which is the Mihaly skin, which is the key protagonist. In this one, you also get the a Mihaly skin for the X-02S Strike as well. A couple of few emblems are also included for you guys, for you to be able to reskin your aircraft and do its thing in game. All of this is available now, coming in. Available now for Xbox, PlayStation 4, and PC. Available on Steam for $5 or your original equivalent. Available now. Unless you're a Season Pass holder, then you've already got it. Just check your download store. Available now. Alright, moving out of the skies and moving to ground level, starting with Euro Truck Simulator 2 with their latest piece of DLC of the Goodyear Tire Pack. So this is I got to admit that Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator do really well at actually licensing stuff from actual developer, like from actual real-world companies. And this pack is obviously no exception. They've actually licensed from Goodyear the dimensions and actual use and performance of a variety of tires. So you get so through this one you get 5 different types of tires. For your front tires, you get Fuel Max S Gen 2, K-Max S Gen 2 in 2 different sizes. For rear tires, you get the Fuel Max D and the K-Max D are all available for your tire selection. You also get 2 new paint jobs. You get the Goodyear Origins and Goodyear Origins and Goodyear Dash setups. And then you get a slew of different carbon accessories. Of which my favorite one, of course, is the Goodyear blimp model. Let's just be honest, it's just the best one. But you get like duffel bags and all sorts of random stuff as well. So it's kind of a cool pack. I think it's kind of cool. And for the price, you kind of can't go wrong. It's $3 for the price, so it's not too bad. Available now on Steam. Alright, moving from the road onto the permanent way that goes over Train Simulator 2019. Released their latest piece of DLC this week, which was the Gotthardbahn Alpine Classic Erstfield to Bellinzona route. So this is the second highest standard gauge railway in Switzerland, and was constructed during the 1870s to 1880s, and actually goes through the Alps through the Gotthard Tunnel at nearly 1,200 meters above sea level. At the time of its construction, the 15-kilometer rail tunnel was actually the world's longest. Developer Rivet Games have actually gone through and actually recreated 110 kilometers of the route from Erstfield on the north side of the Alps all the way through south through the Alps to Bellinzona near the Italian border, and actually going through with a variety of sort of modeling of custom modeling of the tunnel and the surrounding areas, and it looks pretty damn cool. Now this pack comes through with a fairly decent array of stuff in here as well. You got the you actually get a rendition of the RE460 electric locomotive and a variety of rolling stock to go with it, as well as the terrain as well. You also get 7 career scenarios are included, and 2 rail fan modes are included as well. So highlights, as I said before, is that you got 110 kilometers of route coming through there through the Alps. You get the electric locomotive, the RE460, in the standard Swiss Bahnhof livery, and the EMIV coaches in 3 different variants for those as well. And also you get some other sort of freight rolling stock, including flat wagons, both loaded and unloaded versions. You also get a variety of new scenery objects to include, to actually sort of custom scenery objects have been created for it to actually be able to give you a lot more detail, a lot more feel of actually going through Switzerland through that time as well. You also get a custom implementation of the SBB L and N signaling systems with custom design signal models, and a variety of features and safety features are all available through highly detailed coming in that one as well. I really don't know what any of it means. It's just, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, now this one's coming in at $40. They have got a 10% off launch special at the moment. So you're looking at picking this one up for about $33 available now on Steam. Alright, keep seeking at ground level, we're backing onto the road, this time onto the dirt. Dirt Rally 2.0 saw the release of two new cars this week. So the first one we saw released was the Lancer Delta S4 RX, and the second one was the MG Metro 6R4 Rallycross. If anybody knows what those numbers means, please let me know, because I've got no idea. I genuinely don't know. Also, when the hell did MG start making rally cars? Like, seriously. When the hell did that happen? Anyway, both of these vehicles are available for selection once purchased. Selection are used in all rally locations through My Team Custom and Time Trial game modes. And both of them coming through at $2 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam. And rounding out the NovaWrap for this week is something which, again, I am loath to present, but apparently, because I report on simulation gaming in all its forms, I bring it to you. Okay, so this is HVAC Simulator. I'm literally going to read the tagline. Put on the VR headset and learn if you like fixing an air conditioner. Then you can make a living doing it, or just want to have fun, see how fast you can fix an air conditioner. For a start, grammar needs to be corrected. Just going to say that. Secondly, I suppose somebody out there has a passion for air conditioning repair? Maybe? I don't know. HVAC systems? Why? Anyway, but look, part of me sort of looks at this and goes, yeah, and part of me looks at this and goes, well, maybe there's a teaching element there, and maybe there is. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, if you're wanting to pick this one up, it requires a VR headset. Cannot use one. Can use it without it. Looking at $10 or your original equivalent, available now on Steam for you budding HVAC repairers. And with that piece of news, it rounds out the NovaWrap for this week. Thank you very much for joining me. Don't forget, as always, to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed these videos and want to see more. And of course, as always, you can catch up with me and all the things I'm up to between videos by finding me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright, folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.